Welcome to the Amped Wireless installation video for the R20000G high-powered wireless in Gigabit Dual Band Router. Before we start, we need to disconnect and power off your existing router. If you do not have an existing router, continue with the next step. Next, we need to power off your broadband modem. To do this, disconnect the power adapter from the broadband modem. Some broadband modems also have backup batteries that keep the modem on even when the power adapter is removed. If your modem has this, remove the battery backup as well. Do not power on the modem until prompted later on in the installation. Once the modem has powered off, we'll need to connect the high-powered router to your modem. Locate the antennas included with the product and attach them to the antenna port on the back of the high-powered router. Use one of the included network cables and connect one end of the cable to your modem. Connect the other end to the blue modem port on the router. After the modem has been connected to the high-powered router, power on the modem by reattaching the power adapter and backup battery if available. Do not power on the router at this point. Next, let's connect your computer to the high-powered router. Use the additional included Ethernet cable and connect one end to one of the 4 green wired ports on the back of the router. Connect the other end of the cable to an available network port on your computer. Before we attach the power adapter to your high-powered router, make sure your computer is not currently connected to any other wireless networks. If it is, make sure to first disconnect your computer from the wireless network before powering on the high-powered router. Once the high-powered router and your computer have powered back on, open a web browser and type in setup.ampedwireless.com into the web address bar. The web menu supports Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Safari web browsers. If you are using Firefox or any other web browser, please switch to one of the supported web browsers instead and access the web menu again. If the web menu fails to open, type in this web address instead, 192.168.3.1. You do not need an internet connection to access the setup menu. It is served from the high-powered router directly. If you continue to have problems opening the setup menu, try disabling any third-party firewalls that your computer may have installed and double-click to make sure that your computer is not connected to any other wireless networks. When accessing the web menu, it will prompt you to enter a login and password. The default login is admin, and the default password is admin. You can change this at a later time. When the high-powered router web menu appears, you will see the welcome page for the Smart Setup Wizard. Click Next to begin the setup process and set up the system clock for your router. Click Sync to synchronize the router system clock with the same time on your computer. Click Next to continue. To begin configuring your internet connection, click on Automatic Configuration to allow the high-powered router to detect your internet settings. If you are a more advanced user, or you have an internet connection that requires you to enter a login information, or a static IP settings, select Manual Configuration. After the high-powered router has detected your internet settings, it will prompt you whether the settings were configured correctly or whether more information is needed. If more information is needed, enter the information needed and click Next to continue. If you do not have this information, or you are not sure what to do at this point, please contact your network administrator for help or contact our support department at 888-573-8820 to walk you through the rest of the setup. Click Next to continue to the next step of the Smart Setup Wizard. The Wireless Settings page allows you to configure settings for your 2.4 GHz wireless network. We recommend that you do not change any of these settings. However, if you choose to, you may do so here. The Wireless Network ID is the identification name for your wireless network that users will use to connect to your wireless network. The default security key for your wireless network is wireless. You will be prompted to enter your security key when connecting to the high-powered router wirelessly. You may change the security key here, or to use the recommended default settings, click Next to move on and configure settings for your 5.0 GHz wireless network. After you have configured the settings for your 5.0 GHz wireless network, click Next to apply your settings. The high-powered router will now apply your settings and reboot. This process may take up to 1 minute, so please be patient. If there are any errors with the connection or your settings, you will be notified and asked to reconfigure your settings. If your settings are correct, you will see a summary of your connection details. Congratulations! You are now ready to use your new network. Feel free to detach the Ethernet cable from your computer and connect wirelessly to the high-powered router. Connect any wire device such as computers, Blu-ray players, televisions, and other devices that need network connectivity using the 4 wired ports on the back of the high-powered router. To wirelessly connect to the high-powered router with a computer, simply locate the Windows wireless icon on the bottom right corner of your desktop and click it to view available wireless networks. Depending on the dual band capabilities of your wireless adapter or device that you are using, you may see the network titled Amped 2.4 GHz or Amped 5.0 GHz, or both. Network connections on the 2.4 GHz band will provide longer range. Network connection on the 5.0 GHz band will provide less interference and drop connections. Select the one you wish to connect to. Enter the security key wireless and click OK to connect. That's it. For more information on Amped wireless products, please visit our website.